Hello, folks. Hope you're having a good week so far. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan, if you have not figured that out already. And I have been away, as I've been under the weather. I had a nasty sinus cold for almost a week. Still dealing with it, so it's going to be a shorter stream today, I think. SweetSandi subscribing at Tier 1. 52 months. 1 year away from a full Minecraft stack. Very cool. Thank you so much, Sandy. Why does Twitch say 52 months, Sandy? You're at 63? How's the music volume? Is it too loud? Oh, did I say 1 month? You're 1 year away from a full stack. You're a little on the low side. Okay, cool. Hold on. Well, my controls aren't working, so the volume controls do not seem to want to listen, so we're just going to turn it off. I apologize for the low volume on me. That's probably a me problem, not a mic problem. Try not to strain my voice. I'm going to podcast on Thursday with Steven ESC is going to be on the Discord to record the Citadel Cafe on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So if you're part of my Discord, then you can tune in for that. There's also a brand new episode of the Spawn Chunks out. That's at thespawnchunks.com, the Spawn Chunks on YouTube, wherever you want to go. And I'm not in it for the first time in 348 episodes. I missed one. Not bad track record. But a big shout out and thank you to Soup for Eloise, who filled in for me. Did a fantastic job. They're incredibly fun. It was really fun to see them on the show. And had a lot of really cool experiences to talk about. They went to the Minecraft premiere of the Minecraft movie in the UK. They visited the Mojang Studios recently. It was all kinds of cool stuff. That's all the news. That's really it. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. I'll be back probably in Satisfactory tomorrow. And it'll probably be, again, more of a quiet stream. Like I might try to have some music going on in the background on that stream too. It won't be overly long, but I'd like to get back in the swing of things as soon as I can. I sound worse than I feel. Thanks, Blast Jordan. I appreciate it. The worst is definitely behind me. I was sick right up until the end of the day Sunday, though. That's why I made the call with Johnny on Spawn Chunks to make the switch for the host. And I would not have been in good shape yesterday to talk for 2 hours on the show. So anyway, this is, as you might have guessed, a Lego Let's Chat. I can tell from the sound of the box, and I have it on good information, that there is Lego inside. And so we are going to be returning to the Lego Let's Chats for the foreseeable future, because like I don't know what's in here. I don't know how long it's going to take to build. We'll start a little bit today, and then we will probably reinstate those on Fridays. Nicer weather is here. I tended to do shorter streams on Fridays last year, so we're probably going to return to that. It'll be Lego Fridays as per usual. But this is a birthday gift from Cosmic Dancer, so a huge shout out and thank you to Cosmic. I really appreciate it. Very, very kind of you to send this in. And it's bigger than it looks. This is a good 12 by 14 inches, but it's a good 8 or 12 inches deep too, so it's a large kit. So again, Cosmic, it's very, very kind of you. Thank you for thinking of me on my birthday. And thanks for sending this in, because it not only is it's always fun to build Lego, but it's cool content to share with everybody. I have updated the Lego wish list on my Discord. I will of course update it again after we find out what's in here and make those updates. So if people are looking to check that out, you can. And I think that's about it. I need to get in here, and I think the easiest thing to do. This is the one with my address on it, so let's open up here. Ta-da! Oh, very cool. Get this box out of the way. Cosmic. Thank you. Lego Icons Retro Radio. This is very, very neat. And there's batteries included. I wonder what the batteries are included for. This is the first time I've seen the ingestion hazards so bold on the Lego boxes. I don't remember them being so small, but it's probably because of the battery, I guess. So this is a retro radio, kind of like a cool shelf model. And you can actually put your phone in it, which I think is neat. 23 centimeters by 32 centimeters with the antenna up. There's a sound brick. That's probably what the battery is for. Nothing too crazy on the ends, just a lot of warnings. Lego is covering their butt. Lots of warnings. Normally these are oh no, it is sealed. It's just that the glue came undone. I prefer it when they have the I like it better with the plastic, but I understand why they do that from an environmental standpoint, but I like it better when we you don't have to tear the boxes to get into them for that. Let's see what I can do here surgically. Ah, there's the link, Cosmic. I should change, do mods have the ability to change the stream name? Because we could put the set in the stream name. Cosmic, I think you have the ability to change the set command, I think, with Nightbot, right? There we go. I'm right-handed, so we'll see how this goes. Aha. Again, Cosmic, thank you ever so much. This is a really cool set. Whoop. Fancy book. Oh, one of them came not in a bag. This is, I don't know if I've seen anything like this before. More warnings. Just in case you didn't see the outside of the box, there are more battery warnings on the inside of the box. I need to increase the font size on this new Twitch app. I can no longer log into Twitch on the browser on my old iPad. I have to use the app. How do I mod view, slow mode, emote chats? How do I change the font size? Slow mode, mod view. Anybody know how to change the font size in the new Twitch app? It's a mobile app. Does not look like mod view. No, I don't want the mod view. I just want audio. Now it's showing me video. I don't want that either. How do I get it off of mod view? Should not have tapped the button. I don't see. Well, that's annoying. Close that. All right. I guess that goes back to chat view. Oh, boo! Thanks very much for the birthday wishes. It was last week, but this is the gift unboxing. One. That's 4. 2. 3. 4. Got 8 bags plus the 8 bags plus the template, which is some dust or something on it. So that's what we're looking at for the retro radio. This is set 10334 for people that want to go look it up. There's a link in chat. More messages below. Perfect. Thank you, Cosmic. So for anybody that's want to check out the set, just do bang set in chat or exclamation point set in chat. All right. Well, let's get into it, right? Why not? Unlike my last set, this is all going to be pre-bagged, so we can just. Don't worry, that was nothing of any consequence. It was just a metal rod that fell off a shelf. That was loud. Do we need this to start? We might need that to start. I still haven't run into a Lego set that has paper bags in it. I keep on wondering when that's going to happen. So there's the inspiration behind the radio. Yeah, we do need that. Okay. Stream title and command updated. Thank you very much, Cosmic. Stuff everywhere. Having deja vu of plastic bags being thrown on the ground live on stream while I'm doing Lego stuff. There's a lot of stuff in that bag. I wiped down the table before I started. You have paper bags, Lego, but it seems to not be 100% paper. What do you mean not 100% paper? You mean like you get some paper and some plastic, or the paper itself is not what you would expect? We've been seeing those advertisements in the books for paper Lego bags for years. I guess it just goes to show you how much Lego produces, I guess. I will do my best to grab the mute button if I have to cough. I apologize. I will certainly at least get away from the mic, but sometimes it sneaks up on me. Bet you there's going to be a lot of these really fun colors on the inside to help us put it all together. Whoop. Thankfully, that did not go very far. The only downside to having laminate floors in the studio is that when Lego hits the floor, it runs. The paper itself seems plastified in some way. I'm sure it's not plastic related. I wonder if it's just a different kind of paper. I wonder if it's from the recycle process. I imagine if they're using paper, they're probably using recycled paper of some sort. Would be my guess. I missed the opportunity to be on mic when I had the serious Disney villain voice on. I think it was Sunday night. I really sounded gross. Would have been a good opportunity to record some voicemail messages for people. I feel like it's mostly regulars, but if you're watching this later and you're wondering what the heck is Joel doing, I like to null out the pieces. I find it makes the build last longer and it allows me to have a little bit more content around the build. I got the idea from a video from Adam Savage. He does it when he travels with all of his travel gear, all of his tech gear. One of the ways he de-stresses from the travel on the plane is to lay out all of his stuff on the bed at the hotel, make sure he hasn't forgotten anything, and if he has forgotten anything, he makes a mental note to go buy the thing that he forgot to get or forgot to pack. So coming up on Thursday, we'll be talking about a lot of Star Wars stuff. There's been a lot of Star Wars news and shows even. There's a new animated series on Plus called Tales from the Underworld. It's about Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane. That should be cool. I feel rusty at this. It's been a while since we built a Lego set. I think the last one was the West Hill. And once again, thanks very much to all the folks that reached out and wished me happy birthday. I got a lot of notes on social media, a lot of get well wishes too on Discord the other day, and really nice reception for Soup for Eloise. I have to catch myself every single time because the very first time I encountered Soup for Eloise, I misread her handle as Soup for Lois, and I like it nearly comes out of my mouth every time I say her name. I could just call her Eloise. But a really wide and warm reception from the Spawn Trunks community for Eloise on the show, which is great. I thought she was fantastic. I knew of her, and I'd seen a stream, or I'd rated her once, I think, just because of common people on different servers and Minecraft friends. But I still haven't spoken to her directly. Pixlr set up the interview co-host situation, I would say. That's pretty straight for the first time in a while. Normally I mess this up. Now, having said that, you know what? I think we're going to put I still haven't found a way to have music playing on stream where I can't hear it. I still need to figure that out. Or at least for it to be a lower volume for me than it is for you folks. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Because especially for times like this where I'm under the weather, it would be nice to have a little bit more background so I could not talk quite as much. Some of it is that when I lean over, I'm just really far away from the mic. I don't have a shotgun mic for this table yet. I think that would be good though. I think a shotgun mic would probably also pick up like more of the pieces sounds, like the clicking of putting the Lego together or the sound of moving things around on the table. I don't know. Can you hear this? I confess I don't go back and watch the Lego Let's Chats. Well, those are hard to make straight. Sitting Stan. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, my birthday was on the 29th, but this didn't arrive until, when did this arrive? Cosmic on the weekend? Saturday, maybe? And I also ended up getting sick on Thursday, so I missed all kinds of stuff last week, which sucks. But thank you very much. Yeah, and I'm getting better. Thanks, Sitting Stan. Yeah. I sound worse than I feel, but at the end of the day, I'm still pretty tired. I think I went to bed last night around 10 or 10:30. This was Glad you're getting better. Says Sitting Stan, I was about to start on Minecraft, and your chill stream would be the perfect accompaniment. Hey, that's great. What are you building in Minecraft? I have not spent hardly any time in the studio. It's only been the last 2 days that I've been in here. I'm behind on some server work that I have to do to update the Citadel. We really need to get up to 1.21.5. My server has been argumentative, I guess. Is that a word? It is now. That sounded like bits. Can I guess who it is before I look up? I'm going to guess MindTripMedia. Hold on. It is MindTripMedia. I would have gotten the number wrong, though. 200 bits from MindTripMedia. Thanks very much, MindTrip. Appreciate it. How you doing? Hope you're having a good week so far. Even though we're only 2 days into it. And it feels like 5. Is it Friday yet? Eagerly awaiting Paper MC server 1.21.5 to go stable for the flowers and new cartographers. What's your current project, Sitting Stan? We really just need to finish up Westo. That's the main thing for us. I'm hoping that the tables and chairs data pack will remain stable so that I can leave that going forward. I really need to think about what I'm going to do for my sci-fi stuff. And I may take a break and work in the modern city for a while before I do the sci-fi stuff, but it might be a good bridge. Plus the modern city is feeling really unfinished at the moment. Ta-da. Still on your own medieval city, built a street of shops for cartographers. So I'm also gradually mapping out the world to find the biomes. Oh, that's cool. It's fun then when you can kind of incorporate Minecraft mobs into the build. I don't like the honking of villagers. I want to try and do something cool with them in a sci-fi zone though, as if they've been like captured by aliens, or I want to retexture them into robots. I think that would be more fun. And then maybe reassign the audio from the villagers with a resource pack to be like beeps and boops and stuff. I think that'd be kind of funny. I want to do something art related. Like I want to get into doing some texture work, I think, in my Minecraft stuff in the sci-fi area. Because I think there's going to be situations where I'm going to want like my own texture for something. And I think it's probably going to be a good idea to do this. All right, let's see how the voice holds up for the booklet. Retro radio. Tune in on your creative channel. Before music streaming took over our world, the transistor radio was one of the most groundbreaking inventions in portable music. You can carry it with you wherever you went. Switch between AM and FM stations to find your favorite music or news channel and try to catch the latest hit songs in between the scratchy static on the airwaves. From parties to workplaces to the beach, throughout the 20th century, the classic transistor radio inspired generations with new music genres, radio show serials that left fans on the edge of their seats, and world news that would make history. With the rise of on-demand digital music and radio, the hip transistor radios slowly retreated from our homes and public spaces. Still, they continue to evoke a sense of nostalgia in us, and there is something about the thrill and anticipation that comes with these tactile experiences, with the tuning mechanism and imperfect transmissions that you just can't beat. I would argue that they are still very handy. During the pandemic and during hurricanes, CBC radio is one of the best ways to get news and emergency information out to rural communities. So I still have, I mean, I'm not rural, I'm in the city, but I still have a transistor radio that's crank operated, I think, for emergency situations. I imagine a lot, oh crap, that was dumb. I imagine a lot of people in the States that deal with a lot of hurricanes probably have the same sort of emergency kit with like a transistor radio or stuff like that. I'm in an apartment building, so unfortunately I don't have a generator. If I had a house, I would absolutely have a generator, because the amount of times that I've lost power with a hurricane or a storm and been out for a couple of days has been inconvenient, to say the least. All right, well, that wasn't really nice, but anyway. From your Lego radio host, probably the designer. This Lego Icons retro radio is inspired by the colors and designs of the 60s and 70s, and it is designed to recreate the experience of playing a classic transistor radio. It involved not only our model designers and graphic designers, but our sound designers and engineering specialists as well. With the sound of the working on-off switch to the AM selector, the moving tuner needle, and the option to snap in your smartphone, we hope you will have hours of fun discovering all of the details on your radio, including, of course, the soundtrack featured on the built-in sound brick. So get ready for a trip down memory lane and to be inspired to make your own music history. Search the airwaves. When you turn your Lego Icons retro radio on, you can mimic a switch between FM and AM radio and turn the tuner dial to search the airwaves for your favorite channels. As the dial turns, the needle moves and the built-in sound brick is activated. Keep fine-tuning so that you can listen to all of the sound bites from each station. The Lego Icons team has created a unique sound experience exclusively for this radio, and every bit we'll hear from the sound brick was scripted, recorded, and edited by our team, except one. Listen closely to see if you can guess which one. And play with your favorite music. Enjoy the classic experience of listening to your favorite radio hits. Insert a finger by the red brick on the back of your radio to remove the panel. Attach your phone to the inside frame and start your playlist. That's really cool that you can put your phone in it to play music. I might actually use that more often. What I like about that as a feature is, like, say you've got friends over and you want to put a playlist on your phone, and you could hook your phone up to a Bluetooth speaker, right? So that you'd have better sound. But then put your phone in this as kind of like a gimmick, but then your phone is just like not on the table in front of you. So it's not interrupting you. There's not going to be any pings or messages. So like if you're hanging out with friends, you can be present and not worry about being distracted by your phone. I think that's cool. Molly Strawberry. Hello, hello. Happy to be able to catch a Lego stream after work. Well, happy to have you. Thanks for being here. MindTripMedia says a few extra welcome back bits. The day is starting well. Can't go wrong. Starting off with Lego. I just got the Steamboat set. Oh, that's a big set. I saw that advertised recently. You know, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed in the Lego Star Wars sets this May. Normally they come out with some pretty big stuff. And last year we got the TIE Fighter. Or TIE Interceptor, pardon me. But this year there's not much. I like the, I can't remember his name. Alan Tudyk voices him. He's the droid from Star Wars story. What's it called? Rogue One. That looks kind of cool, but I restricted myself to mostly vehicles with my Star Wars stuff, so I haven't delved into like the figures part of it. I guess I've got some helmets and some brickheads too. So I'm just realizing the time. Before I get going on this, on bag 1, it's probably good for me to take a break. Just because it's almost at the top of the hour. So if you're new to the stream, folks, I take a break about once an hour. I just step away from the desk for 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be back. I just need to refresh my drink, get another glass of water, and we'll be right back. Stan says Satisfactory has spoiled us. Now we need a mesmerizing Lego train set to entertain us during the breaks. I've always said that if I win the lottery, I may not tell anybody, but there will be signs. And if you see a custom Lego train video on my break screens, then you will know. You will know. There'd be a lot of changes, but that would be the first one. Or one of them. All right, let's go with, I'm going to guess this one. We need one of those. Mm-mm. 6 of those. It's nice to have smaller steps. Go. Imagine this can be really difficult to guess what the plan is as we go along. I remember when we were building the DeLorean and there was all the gears and all the different mechanisms underneath the car, and I was trying to figure out how they were going to work, and it was a really cool process to watch that kind of Lego engineering. I'm assuming we're going to have something similar here. Need a house to place that Lego train in. Sandy, look. You are not wrong. Has anybody looked at the housing market in Canada? Right, this attaches like that. Need this piece. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on Lego, and specifically watching like a lot of Technic videos. I don't remember the name of the channel right now, but they were doing like all these cool physics tests where they were creating like water pumps or like water wheels or vehicles over sand, and they were trying to get like the most weight they could across the sand the most efficient way possible. So it would like changing the torque, increasing the tires, changing the distribution, 4 wheels, 6 wheels. Like it's really, really cool to watch people use Lego to like sort out essentially like robotics physics problems. It was cool. Lego pieces and manuals have come such a long way since you've built the last model that you worked on. Yeah, the Wormbo, I agree. I agree. Also, Wormbo, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I get this wrong, but I appreciate you chiming in the Spawn Chunks Discord. We won't get into the details, but I appreciate the input. Two of those. Oh wow, this is getting large right away. Two of these. Whoops. And this attaches there. I was just thinking, I hope we have a way to tighten that up. And yes, we do. 3. I used to teach robotics with Lego Mindstorm. That's cool, MindTripMedia. I looked into that as something to play around with, but it just didn't quite seem like something I wanted to do hobby-wise. I like the idea of making like designing a great ball machine. I think those are fun. And one of these, and one of those. Lego, or designer, we need a really large black plate. Lego, we don't make them that large. Designer, okay, we'll stick several together. Kind of has a cool design though. I'm sure all of these things are considered when they put these together. I've got a friend that works in graphic design at Lego, actually. Matt. I haven't talked to him in a while. Come to think of it, I normally see him at the Halcon convention, but I didn't see him this year. You'd probably buy so much Lego if you had any space to put it. That's the problem I'm running into right now. I have a, I don't know, 700 square foot apartment, maybe 800. It's older, so it's several rooms, and I can keep most of it in the studio, but my living room is now starting to run out of space. Especially because I've started to gravitate towards these larger sets. Although stuff like this looks really good on a bookshelf. Like the radio, I've got the Polaroid camera, my Star Wars helmets, they fit nicely as like bookends. So you can kind of like tuck them away, but like I also have an X-Wing like next to my lamp in my living room, so like on one hand I like to think of myself as an adult, but on the other hand, someone walking into my apartment might go, are we sure about that? One of these. I mean, you could say the same thing about my day job. So I'm guessing that some of this is going to be visible because this is a lot of detail to put in something that might be hidden. Or at least visible when you open the back, maybe. He had so much when a child, but oh well. Yeah, I still have all my Legos. One thing my mother didn't get rid of. Probably because it was expensive back then too, but I have a box in my storage room here in my apartment that is got my old Lego in it. It's one of the things that I've always thought to do is that when I run out of stuff to buy from Lego, if like there's a season where just nothing really appeals, which hasn't happened yet, but I could always dive into the older Lego. It would be a fun way to keep the series going. It does kind of have breaks, I find. Goes in between there. Feels very technical. I really like what they do sometimes with like these slope pieces into plates. I feel like they really consider, like, it's almost like when they're doing this, they're designing not just a model, but like a toy that has like functions and stuff in it. It's really neat. So glad you have a display cabinet, says Zero. A lot less to dust on the Legos. Yeah, that's my other issue. I know someone gives me a hard time about the dust in the Legos. I keep on meaning to pick up a little can of compressed air that would take care of it pretty quickly, but I keep forgetting. So we're starting to see the shape, the rounded shape on the back. It's going to be a sizable thing. I said it was what, 9 inches or something? Because it's on the box. Yeah, this is really peculiar. The way that all this stuff is stacking. And then this one goes here. It's interesting that we're putting this together and there's really not that much to fasten it to. Again, I'm sure it's by design, but it's just, I like it when they do stuff like that. I see that a lot in the modular city builds, so that the floors come off easily. I don't have any modular city builds. That's something I would have if I won the lottery and I had a house to put it in. Sandy and Wormbo is, I would have a Lego town model for sure. Molly Strawberry said you had a professional to fix a window in the bedroom. Let's just say he was surprised that it was my bedroom, the adult room, not my child's with all the Minecraft related items and Legos. Well, I think that's the thing, is that we're in a world now where you have a generation, especially in like the 80s and 90s, that grew up with video games. And video games continues to be a massive industry. And adults that grew up loving games continue to play them and continue to have fun with all of the things that are related to them, whether it's merchandise or Lego sets or things like that. And I think that speaks a lot to the differences, you know. Whereas like the boomers, not so much, like, because they were pre-video games. My dad actually gets motion sick playing video games. Otherwise, I think he would play them. Because he likes sci-fi and fantasy and all that stuff, so the stories would be really cool. Sandy, you have a habit of killing off your window plants. Thinking of buying a few Lego sets of flowers there instead. Honestly, Sandy, like some of the Lego sets for flowers now are fantastic. I bought my mother the lily a couple years ago for Mother's Day, and she loves it and hates it. She really didn't like putting it together. She found it very frustrating, but she's not a Lego builder, so like it was a brand new experience for her. But she brags about it and has it in the middle of her living room. So like she obviously likes it. But yeah, some of the new ones, especially like the succulents and stuff, they're really fun. I think I gave my sister the succulent pack actually for her birthday one year. I gave it to her because Andrea wanted something. Andrea's my sister. She wanted something for her desk at work, but a plant just seemed like too much work. So we got her Lego plants. And the cool thing about the succulents is that you can kind of clip them all together in one big thing, or you can take them apart and like put them individually around. It's really cool. All right, so this goes here. Huh. Neat. I didn't see any other little quotes along the way. Clev Prof, rating with a party of 2. Thanks so much, Clev Prof. Welcome in. Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is a Lego live stream, Lego Let's Chat. And we got a new set for our birthday last week. The Retro Radio 1034. Sorry, 10334. Thanks very much for the raid, Clef Prof. Folks in my chat, if you want to go check out to see what Clef Prof was up to, they were playing Minecraft. Clef Prof, if you've got a chance to hang around, let us know what you were building in Minecraft. Fredo DeFrogo, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. Hope I get your name right. James Clerk Maxwell, a Scottish scientist, first predicted the occurrence of radio waves in the 1860s. I didn't know that. That's cool. Usually a lot of this stuff is either, you know, English or American invented. Scottish. Well, I guess Scottish predicted. It wasn't discovered by, I guess. Imagine anytime we see these bright pieces that are not part of the normal color scheme, we're going to be able to oh, that goes okay. We know that they're going to be specific like spacing pieces or pieces that are going to be hidden inside radio, although we might see them along the edge. That's unclear. Oh no, it's going to be quite encased. All right, that's cool. Again, totally reminding me of the DeLorean. Clefprof was playing Border Hoarder. It's a map when you start on a 1x1 world border and have to collect one of every item in the game. With each item, the world border expands. Oh, cool. So like you start on a grass block and collect that and then it expands and okay. Is it like is it a game where you can lose? Like with RNG, you might like not be able to complete the game, complete the map. An odd little piece. Whoops. I wonder if anybody in the larger Lego community has actually turned this into an actual radio. It's been out for a little while. I imagine somebody's probably done something similar with it. Oh, I missed a step. Really unique set of pieces going into this bottom left corner. Pardon me. Chef Prof, no problem. Thank you for the lurk and thank you for the raid. I really appreciate you sending over your people. It's a map and a vanilla seed in terms of border hoarder. And it also has a lobby. Keep track of what else you need to get to acquire. Oh, cool. Sounds like Minecraft Bingo in a way. Appreciate it. 3 of those. We've got this goes there. Got that there. This is very bendy down this way. There's like a weak point in the middle here. And then so this feels like maybe the trough where your phone might sit. I was gonna guess. I would imagine this might be a spot for a cord at the bottom. There's a little gap there. It's always really cool to me how Lego can change the direction how pieces attach with these cool pieces. It's always cool when they do stuff like that. Well, that is the end of bag 1. Got a couple little pieces left over as per usual from Lego. Very cool. All right, I am unfortunately going to need to wrap things up there. I want to keep today's stream on the short side just to not push it too far for me. I want to give the voice a rest where I have been sick for about a week. I will be back tomorrow, and I should be returning to this Lego set on Friday. So for the next few weeks anyway, we've got a few bags of this set to go. So we will continue the Lego Let's Chats on Fridays. I'll adjust the Twitch schedule so people know what's up. You can, of course, follow me on social media at Joel Duggan and check out the latest podcasts from the Spawn Chunks and an upcoming episode of the Citadel Cafe on Thursday night. That's not tomorrow. That's 2 days from now in the Discord. So if you're part of the Discord, then thank you very much. That means that you've supported here on Twitch or you have supported on patreon.com/JoelDuggan. And that means that you can join in and enjoy the live recordings of the Spawn Chunks, the Citadel Cafe, and then also the other stuff that we do on the Discord. And if you're part of the Spawn Chunks Discord, then yeah, you can watch there too, as far as that Discord is live, but it's a separate thing. But once again, those podcasts are free wherever you want to listen or watch. The video versions are available on YouTube. And I will be posting this on the VODs channel, which is Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. Thanks again so much for the bits and the subs today. I really appreciate it. Clev Prof, thanks for the raid. And we will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic. Bye for now. Cheers.